job. I will not. I'm not going to stay back. I will take my child to the nanny. No problem. You're very, very free to do that. Some will give the reason that, oh, if I drop now, or if I decide not to continue my job, that by the time I get back to work, those people that were my junior, they will now become my senior. It actually affected one of my auntie till date. That my auntie was a nurse. Because she stayed back to nurse her children. She has 2 children. She might be listening to me on this show. I'm not going to call her name. But if she's listening to me, I'm very sure she knows herself. You know, because then her mom will call me from America to say, can you please talk to your auntie for me? She doesn't want to get back to job, to her work, because then the children were grown, you know, grown, they could go to school, that she can start doing part-time and stuff. Oh, what she held on to was that, oh, no. Those her junior, they will not become her senior. To be honest with you, who cares? You are on your lane. You're on your lane. You know you have something. And this my auntie, she was a nurse. She never really practiced till date. She never really practiced till date. You know, because she felt those people that she was senior to, they will not become as senior she will be. But I just believe that that would have been for a while. You know, and by the time you see your children that they are well grounded, you see your children, you see, I don't know about parents. For me, when I see, even when they are not my children, when I see good children, when I see children with values, to be honest with you, I get excited for these children and I am happy for their parents, you know, because if you're pursuing the whole money now, and in future, these children turns out to be a pain in your neck, what do? You will still regret it. You will still regret it, you know. And this will get us back to planning. Like as parents now, we have to start reminding our children, even at a young age now, these are things they have to put in place. Discuss. I know some people will ask, why the woman? Why is the man not stopping work? I tell you something, because I'm a woman. Listen, if a man decides to stop working and a woman pays rent for 1 year, I tell you something, her body will start biting her. Yes, people will say, oh no, that's not true. That is true. Because it is not in our nature. You have a man living with you in the house. Yes, this man chose to take care of these children. Why you work? Because you have the better job. See, in a family anyway, this can be, you know, agreed on. If the man decides to stop work to take care of the child, you know, while the woman continues, that is fine. But how is the man going to take care of a 3-month-old child? Yeah. How is the man going to take care of a 3-month-old child? The very good men that can change diapers, I tell you, most times they don't remember to go and check if this child is wet or not. You know, they'll say, oh, I've done everything. I've fed this child. It will not click. Check the diaper if it's messed up. It might not be poo, it might be wee. And the child becomes so irritated. The child becomes so uncomfortable. The man will not get it. Well, you as a mother, the first thing you want to go and do is check that child's diaper. After changing the diaper, you want to feed. If the man decides to stay back, that is fantastic. But what will you be doing? You will start expressing the milk. Anyway, I know there are options. Oh, we express milk, we give to the child. The man can take care of the child. But you see, our patient level, it's different. It is very, 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 very different. Have you noticed that no matter how bad a child is, no matter how bad, really, really bad a child is, a mother will gather her whole strength and see how this child can be turned around. Fathers they are quick to disown. I don't want to have anything to do with this child. It now becomes your child. It now becomes your child. Imagine a woman that, she goes to work, maybe she has done 12 hours shift, And when she gets back from work, the child is there disturbing. Oh, mommy, mommy, I want this, mommy, I want that, mommy, I want this, I want that. Madam is tired, really, really tired. What she wants to do is to crash on that bed till tomorrow morning. But because that child is your child, I tell you, you are going to summon that 0.0000% energy. You will stand up from that bed and you will attend to that child because that child is your child. I don't know if I got that mathematics right, but then figure it out yourself. Yes, you will summon that 0.0000% energy. You drag yourself to the kitchen, arrange something, and you give to this child. But listen, if we are turning our children to the daycare for them to train, for them to take care of them, I tell you something, that daycare woman or man or that place, they are just doing that because of the money you are offering them. And their job is to see if your baby is wet, if your baby is fed, if it's time for your baby to sleep. Do you know why? Because that daycare center, they have over 10 children they need to cater for. Do you see those values as a mother ordinarily you would have instilled in these children? Daycare is not ready to do that for you. That is not part of their job at all. It is not part. I'm telling you from my own side. Please ring me on 00353899673. 899675930 to tell us what you think from your own perspective. What do you think? You know, for me, it is not a waste at all. If a woman decides to quit her job, you see, some people will say there are lots of reasons. I know why a lot of women will want to quit, but there are some reasons too. Like I've given one. Some will say by the time they get back to work, their juniors now becomes their senior. You know, it's for a while. And you must not go back to that company. No, you must not. And some will say it will not be easy for them to get back to job. Like what I did while I was busy nursing my children. I was busy I was busy going to school. As at that time, if my husband comes back from work, that's when I'm ready. I will just quickly go to like 2 hours lessons. I'll do that. And I was getting certificates. I was getting certified on a lot of things. You know, so I wasn't really, if you plan it well, I tell you, you're not going to miss much. And for the financial aspect of it, yes, some people will say, where will I be getting money from? I need to meet my needs. I need to do this. I need to do that. Those that are married, that, you know, you have the husband and you have the wife. These are things you plan ahead. Plan ahead before marriage. Start planning during courtship. Because you see, love can be very sweet. You know, but at times when children start coming, you see that love starts to the love starts to quench, you know, gradually because of stress, especially financial stress. So these are the things we need to put in place. Parents, teach your children, not teaching now because they are adults, they might not listen, but start talking. Don't stop talking. Tell your daughter, tell your son. It's not just to marry. It's not just for us to say I do, wear the beautiful wedding gown, wear the tuxedo suit, if that's what you want to wear, come with your groomsmen and your bridesmaid, and the whole place is so colorful. No, after that, there is more to it. What are your plans? Start planning now. Start saving now. Yes. Like I will always say, you see, money can spice up relationship. Money can spice up families. Money can do a lot of things. Because if some people are thinking, oh, by the time I stop work, where will I be getting my pocket money? Husbands, this is where you step in. How will madam be getting her pocket money? Is your salary enough to cater for us? And you see, there's another thing. There are people that get married and they give themselves like 3 years. They don't want to have children. They've agreed. But you see, society and our mouth, you will see tongues will start wagging. You don't know what these couples, what they have decided to do. Some will say, oh, I don't want to have children in the next 3 years or in the next 4 years. You know, there's this celebrity from Africa that at times when I go to her page, I see people asking her, when are you going to give your husband a child? When are you going, what is your business? Do you know what they have planned? Because at times too, society will push you into doing things you don't want to do. And this is where, you see, this is where it comes in. If from I love her, she doesn't, I've never seen her reply to any of that trash. Oh, no. She will just, in fact, I've never seen her reply to any of that question. But you see another thing, that is why we need to be there for her, for our children. Maybe her parents or maybe her mother was able to instill certain values. Her mother was able, between that 0 birth to 6 years, to let her know the wrong from the right. To let her know what to face. Even as we're growing up, it's like in my house, we talk a lot. We talk jokingly, but indirectly, I am serious. Yes, I am serious. It's like social media. I always tell my children, I say social media, there's the good, the bad, and the ugly. There are so many lies. There are so many people can deceive you to the last bit. We need to let our children understand these things. Yeah, my growing up time, social media was not as loud as it is now. No, it wasn't. Thank God. I will say to you, thank God, even though it has its own good part. Because if a child is not well grounded, they can easily be deceived. Yes, they can easily be deceived. That is why they need us. That is why they need that mother. Mothers, we are able to instill values. We are able to do that. Instill good values in our children. And when they are grown, we don't panic. Let me ask you a question. Have you ever seen, maybe you are a friend, family friends or something, to a woman or to a family that is going through pain because their children are wayward or because their child is wayward? I tell you something. Do not pray to encounter that. A wayward child. Oh my God. You see that career you have built. You see that head of whatever thing you have been able to build, which is fantastic. You see, the whole thing will come crumbling. Do not pray to have a wayward child. Wayward child because you were not there at the beginning to direct this child. Like I said earlier on, you are very free. You are if you want to choose your career path, it is fantastic. And like I said again, action and consequences. Your choices. It might be good now. What about the future? I see some parents. I work with a lot of children. I work with a lot of youth. I work with them. I have them as friends. You know, I see a lot of parents struggling. They want to come into the lives of those children when they are 13, when they are 14, when they are 15. Hello? That's a bit late. As they're struggling to become friends, the children too are pushing them away. Yeah, from nowhere, you cannot just come to that. One said to me, why will my mommy just barge in? No. My mommy cannot just barge into my life like that. I said, no, your mommy has always been there. Oh, auntie, no, you will not understand it. I said, I do. I understand it. I do understand. Because the mommy is a career woman. She wasn't there from the onset. Money is sweet. Money is very, very good. Fame is very, very good. Your career is fantastic. But think about this one. And society, if there's a woman that says she doesn't want to be a mother, she doesn't want to have a child, do not force her. She has seen maybe she's not capable. Maybe mentally she's not fit. She cannot bring up a child. But society will push her into becoming a mother. There are women like that. I remember in those days, yeah, there was a course in European Institute of Communication. I was reading a course there. And that was the period I had my last child, you know. And when I came in, you know, with his pictures and everything, there's this particular girl, she wasn't interested in seeing the pictures. She just stood up and she left the class. And when she came back, I was like, oh, she said no, that she's so sorry. She didn't mean anything, that she doesn't want to have children. She doesn't like children around her. She doesn't, you know, she said mentally she's not, you know. That is her opinion. That is her view. That is how she has come to see life. She was more than 20. At that time, yes, she was more than 20. So it's not as if she doesn't know what she's talking about. If she changes her mind later, that's fine. But you know, at times, we have people like that, but people will push and push and push them. Maybe because they think they don't have anything to offer. Why bring a child to come and suffer? That's to them. Why do I need to bring a child for that child to come and suffer? What am I trying to say in all this? Let us start early. Those of us that are mothers, start early. Start training our children. Start telling them. Life is not just I want to get married. Are they ready mentally? There's this my nephew. My nephew will say to him that if he's in a position, he will tell the government to start checking people before they become parents. They need to go and check them if they are ready up there. And if they are not ready, that's fine. Leave them and let those that are ready go ahead with having children. You know, because it is part of what we are seeing today in the society. That's why we have children out there that cannot be controlled. Because from the onset, there was no mommy, there was no daddy. I'm not saying it has to be only mommy, but I tell you, mommy will do the job better. Mommy will do the job better. There was no love. Nobody showed them love. Mommy was not there to show that child love. So why are you coming at 13, 14 to come and start? To them, that's a fake love. So we need to be careful. We need to be careful. Women, to me, it is not a waste. It is not a waste for a woman to stay back. Maybe you're married, you plan your life, you say you want to have 3 children. That's why I like Irish women. Irish women can have 4 children in 4 years. They start and every year you see them and they all grow up together. She'll go off work for like 6 years. If you ask me, I would say at least allow that child to start talking. A child that can go to, even if it's daycare, you want to take that child to. A child that comes back from daycare and the child is able to narrate to you what happened. Oh, mommy, Paul was crying. Oh, mommy, auntie said. Oh, mommy, I told auntie I don't want my orange, and auntie insisted. But mommy, at the end, I loved it. That child is able to tell you what happened. Maybe you see a mark on the child, you say, oh, what happened to you, Lucy? Oh, mommy, it was an accident. I was trying to pull the chair and ABCD happened. At least allow that child to start talking before you. Listen, I really, at times I can't get it. 3 months old child already going to daycare. I don't get it. I know there will be so much stones. People will throw, women especially. What is she talking? She's talking trash. She's talking, listen, I might be talking trash now. But think about 10 years from now. Think about 12 years from now. What will that child turn out to be? You are not paying nanny to train your child for you. You are not paying nanny to instill those values you love. That, oh, you see children, when, you say, oh, this child is well trained. There's no color that does not like trained children. well-mannered children. There's no color on earth. There's no color. There's no. If you see a well, have you ever seen? Like I said to my children, have you seen when they give certificate to a naughty child? No, I've never seen. Like when we talk at home, I'll say, listen, I have never seen where they bring out, oh, today we are applauding ABC for being the best, this, for being the best. I have never seen. And like I always say to them, if you have seen, please let me know. I would love to go and maybe go there. Let me see the criteria, know the criteria they used in giving that child that certificate. I haven't seen. Because it is on that onset from birth that, oh no, stop it. Oh no, you can't do this. Oh no, this is wrong. It will click. The child will remember. The child might stumble, might do it again. Oh, Paul, I told you not to do this. Oh, Paul, I told you not to. They will, by the time you say it 3 times, I tell you, that child will not go there. That child will not do that again. The child grows with it. Oh, this is wrong. Oh, you don't talk to people like this. Oh, but you don't come from nowhere. You just, let me give you one scenario. There was a day I was, there's this program I attended with my children. It was actually a children's program in church. And the pastor said parents should sit down while they want all the children standing. So there's this family in front of me. That child should be like 10, 11, a boy. And they asked him to stand up. The child didn't, but he didn't even listen. The mom was trying to like stand up there. They said the guy wasn't listening to the mom. So the mom now started talking. I said you should stand up, blah, 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 blah. I was just watching. The guy that sat, no, the dad now, like he yelled, will you stand up? The boy still didn't stand up. The man got so angry, stood up and slapped, he slapped this child so hard on the face. I didn't know when, because I didn't see that coming. Oh my God, I didn't know who to pacify. I didn't know whether to tell the mommy to stop because they were not even looking at me. They were not interested. The two of them, I was able to like, the madam, please, I beg you, please. And she was like, no, madam. And then, oh my God, the father was there. The father was yelling and at the end, the child stood up. They were not there talking. But I tell you, that thing didn't start that day. Because I don't see why I would tell my 10-year-old child to stand up and the child, you are sitting. Let's assume you didn't hear the first time. I said it over and over and you were still seated. I just concluded. It might be a wrong assumption, but I just concluded. Because there are parents, as mommy is coming back from work, daddy is going. Anyway, I have a caller. Let me take this call. Yeah. Hello. Hello. Good afternoon. How are you doing? Yeah, I can hear you clearly. Yes, a bit noisy, but that's fine. Thank you so much for calling. Yeah, this is Europe, and we're on Woman to Woman show. I don't know if you've been listening. What's your thoughts? No, tell us your name. Your name, please.
Okay, my name is Chinye. I'm calling from Nigeria.
Oh, great. Thank you so much, Chinye, for ringing. What are your thoughts? What do you think?
Well, in the first instance, I don't think it's okay for you just to leave your job.
Okay.
You understand? It doesn't stop you from doing what you're supposed to do because you can actually leave your job and certain things will still happen, under your watch and you need to know. If you look at the latest scandal now, parents must have done a lot. Yes, what happened. So I think it's your ability to balance it up. That's what I think. I mean, the kids are off in school. You understand, and you at work. Just make sure that you don't. For me, not to go over probably for overtime and all that. Just try and balance it. By the time the kids are coming back, you are also coming back. Maybe 1 or 2 hours late. You should be able to manage that. But leaving your job, not doing anything because you want to work there. For any reason at the end of it, it doesn't work out the way you planned, you forever regret it. So, and it also helps your mental health. So when you go out, get yourself busy, and then at the same time able to manage your family. So I don't think it's best for you to leave your job completely because you want to do that. And the society we live in here, one person's salary isn't even enough to do things. So you worsen the situation for yourself, for the children, where you can't even provide for them. So it's
Oh,
just your ability to manage it.
okay, can I
How
ask?
the work balance.
Okay, so like
Okay.
what age will you advise? What age will you, yeah, for a mommy to stay and take care of the child?
For me, I'm speaking for myself. Oh, there's no age until
Okay.
I retire, to be honest with you. But I'm still able to manage it. The kids sleep for school in the morning. They are not back till about 4:30, the way it is here now.
No.
Probably you are home by 6
Okay,
o'clock.
no. Sorry for that. Those ones are grown. Like, but from birth to 6 years, what do you do? From
We've
birth,
always been able to manage. I'll find a way around it. We have a crèche where you can actually keep the kids.
okay,
The school we have here, nobody closes earlier than 2. That's to be honest with you.
okay.
Abroad, your kids go to school for like 2 hours. They come
Mm-hmm.
back for 3 hours when they are between the ages of 3 and maybe 6. But it's not the same here for
Oh,
us.
okay. Can I
So
ask?
even in the nursery school, they still, okay?
Yeah, can I ask? Like for this daycare, that means maybe you were not listening from the beginning. You see, like this daycare now, as a mom, you have your values you want to instill in your children. Okay, you have your values you want to instill in your children, and you know the daycare. It is not their job for them to,
Yeah.
like, no, it is not their job. Their job is to see that probably your child eats, sleeps, the child is not messed up, and that's it. You come and you pick your child and you go. So when do you have, and from birth age to 6 years or sixth birthday being like the formative time for these children, mental development, personality development, how do we manage it? How do we bring it to
So
play?
when you are home for 6 o'clock, you have time for your kids. You have time maybe from 6 to about 8 to 30. Whatever you want to inculcate, I think that's okay. Because you also need to look at your environment. Speaking from your own angle, where you people are operating from, even though you are not working, the government pays you. Now you have a child, maybe for a single mother. Let's say a single mother, for example. How will she survive? Where will the roof be? How will she pay for the roof, over her head and all that? So she still needs to look for a way. It will be stressful for her, but she needs to look for a way to manage it. You just get a
Okay,
job that still gives you time. So that
good,
even people work in the ministry, they have time. To get a job that
good.
will give you time, that will enable you to take care of the child. When the child gets to extent where you can leave the child with one or two persons, because the nannies we have these days is not even for me. I wouldn't even want to leave my kids to nanny. So if you have a sister or a family member that can help you at that point, while the child is there in the crèche, maybe extra 1 or 2 hours, or get a job that won't take so much of your time.
Yeah, now
But
you
to
are
completely
talking.
shut yourself out, I don't
Okay,
think. Yeah, you get a job, that will
okay, that you
actually
can.
help you to balance.
Okay,
Yes.
okay, but like what I'm actually asking now is from birth, what will, because there are young mommies that are listening to us, from birth, what will a child, and with this kind of, so much wickedness that is playing out these days, both
Then,
home, both
so
abroad.
much.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I think what you should do, we still have people who can help us here. You have your family members, you have your mom, you say you have a mom, you have a
Okay,
sister, you have the niece and all that. Make arrangements for those ones. I mean, those ones that you can easily, to some extent trust.
okay, okay,
I'm looking at the young think for yeah, now what would they do if it's from how would you look after that child? You keep talking to the child, you keep the child, but how are you going to train the child? Nobody
mm-hmm.
supports you here. There's no government support here.
Mm-hmm. No
So just
support.
make arrangements for someone who can come and stay with you. Make the arrangements in good time while you're still pregnant. And then look for a way to balance. Luckily, we have the online jobs now.
Good.
Find a way you can combine it.
Yeah.
That's the truth.
Okay.
You still need your job.
All right.
somehow to find a way to balance it.
All right. Thank you
And
so
don't
much
take so much job that will take a lot of your
of
time.
your time. All right. Thank you so much.
Yeah.
Thank you so much,
All
Chima.
right.
Thank you.
Thank you.
All right. Bye bye. Okay, that was Chinyo from Lagos. She said she cannot quit her job. She called from Nigeria, and there's something she said that you can get family members that you trust. Yes, that word trust, that you trust to help you, care for your children while you are at work. Yes, if you have such a system, to some extent, that's not a bad idea at all. But what we didn't really agree on is time or age. What age is a mother actually supposed to go back to work? 6 months, 3 months, 1 year, you know. So these are things, young people too that are planning to get married, start saving. Start saving, start saving, start saving. It's very, very important. I know we're not talking about money today, but if we're talking about parenting, we're talking about childbearing, we're talking about work, it entails money as well. Start saving so that this will not eat you up as well. Because by the time all these things starts coming up, like I said earlier on, that love will begin to fade. And for husbands, the men, you have to start putting these things in place. There are some men, they will want to look at it like authority. I want my wife to stop working. What system have you mapped out for her? What system have you mapped out for her? So as a man that is planning to get married now and stuff like that, you guys should start, during your courtship, you guys should start talking, start saving, start spelling out things, how these things will work. So that you are happy, the man is happy, the woman is happy, the child too is happy. Because a child cannot really, really strive in an unhappy environment. A child will not strive. I'm going to take this, probably my last caller for today. Yeah, hello, good afternoon.
Good afternoon. Am I on Joe Rock Radio?
Yes, yeah, welcome to You Rock Radio, woman to woman show. How are you doing?
Excellent. Is a man allowed to talk today?
Yes, yes, men are allowed to talk. Please tell us your name and where you are calling from.
My name is Prince Charles. I'm calling from Abuja, Nigeria.
Oh, how are you doing? All my callers are from Nigeria today. That's fantastic. How are you doing?
Well, we're okay. God is faithful. Can't complain.
Oh, thank God. So tell us, what do you think? Is it okay for a woman to stop work for her to take care of her child or or the children?
Well, I don't think it's a good idea.
Okay.
Outright, it's not a good idea.
Okay.
In as much as a woman is having children, she also have a career.
Okay.
She also have a destiny to fulfill.
Okay.
Except if the child in question is having a serious health challenge.
Okay.
But I don't think a woman should be stagnated in one spot because she's giving birth to a child. It is not a good idea.
Okay.
There's all family full package blessing. The children are blessed, the mother is blessed, the father is blessed.
Okay, so
it's not a good idea.
Oh, okay, so like for you now, what age will you love your child to start going to nanny or daycare and stuff like that?
It doesn't necessarily mean the child must go to daycare, depending on how buoyant the parents are. You can bring in a nanny to the house to look after the child, depending when the child is going up to start attending crèche. And by so doing, the mother can be going to work. So you don't need to wait until when your child will start going to crèche before you resume work.
Okay.
If you are going to have a child, make a proper planning. Arrange for a nanny.
Okay.
So that as soon as your leave, your work leave, because you're going to have
expires,
you return to work.
Okay.
I am quite aware that most offices give more than 3 months. Within that 3 months, a mother to be able to make arrangement for a nanny, which will be coming to the house to look after the child so that her life can continue. Her life should not be stagnated because she's giving children.
Oh, that's fantastic. So for you now, if your child is being taken care of, that you will allow your wife to go back to work after 3 months of giving birth.
Why not?
Oh, okay.
Why not? My wife
Fantastic.
is staying at home. She will be dull.
Okay.
Nobody wants their wife to be dull.
To be done.
Every responsible man wants their wife to be very active mentally.
Okay.
And add value.
Okay, and add value. So what about those values too that needs to be instilled in these children? How do they get these values? You see, no, no, wait, 1 second. 1 second, please. 1 second, please. Like from zero birth to the sixth birthday of a child is very, very crucial. Mental development, personality development, that is the time you bring in these things. You show that child love, you let the child know this is wrong and this is right. Okay, you're talking about, you wanted to say something like a woman comes back from work, or both parents, they both come back from work, let's say 5 p.m.
How many hours? How many hours? You see, if the home are healed, the society will be healed. Let me tell you something.
Good.
How many hours you stay? How many hours you stay at work? I have 6 hours. You have the rest in a day, there's 24 hours. 24 minus 6 or 8. The rest of the hours you spend with your children and your family is okay.
Okay.
But somehow, men on the man, some men will say, oh, we're too rich. Stay at home and mind our child. But I personally think it's not a good idea.
Okay.
The woman who doesn't have a career to pursue. The woman that has a career to pursue cannot sit at home for 6 years. Only 6 years without developing herself mentally. No, it's not a good idea.
Okay. Thank you so much. At least we heard from a man. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Thank you. We appreciate your call. Thank you. Have a great day.
You too, bye-bye.
Yeah, bye-bye. Oh, that is fantastic. The man said he doesn't mind. The woman said too that she will walk around it. Good. Like what we said at the beginning. You filter it and see what works for you. See what works for you. Yes. If you actually check it, this is what works for me. Like for me, I was out of job. It was my husband alone that was working. We're able to manage. Not that it was easy, like I said earlier on. Not that it was easy, no. But we're able to manage. And I tell you, to God's glory, if I look at my children today, I know it wasn't a waste. And like I said, while I was at home, I was doing my courses. I was progressing. I was doing my courses. I was progressing. You really do not need to stay in one place. But I tell you, my last caller said something now. My last caller said, if families are healed, the society will be healed. That's key, which is true. Because what we see today, nasty behaviors of people out there, it's coming from failures. Family not being proper. Children not being taken good care of. So it's not just to get married. I need to round up now seriously. So it's not just to get married that is the thing. Start planning. If you're in courtship, start planning. Start saving. Children, they need that love. They need the attention. Mental development, personality development. They need all those things, which will make them better children in future. Better people in the society. Make them better husbands, better wives, better everything. The choices you make today, before you make that choice, check 10 years to come. Action and consequences. How will it be? Will you smile or will you regret? Always make a better choice. I want to leave you guys now. Don't forget, my name is Joy. This is Woman to Woman Show. It's on every Wednesday at 12:30 p.m. Every Wednesday at 12:30. Thank you so much, Chinye, for calling. Thank you, Prince Charles, for being part of the show. And for you guys that are watching there online, Facebook, I say thank you so much for being part of this show. We appreciate you. We love you so much. If you have not subscribed to our YouTube, it is You Rock TV. And please follow us on Facebook and Instagram, You Rock Media One. Also visit our website, www.urockmagazine.com.ng. We have a monthly magazine that I tell you, you read up all these things, and there are lots and lots of things for you to benefit. We love you so much. Till we come your way again next week, stay blessed and be good.